The Fuji X-Pro3. Here we go. This is actually a camera that I borrowed, so it's not brand new, so my apologies for that. Here's a quick look at the back of the box and see what we can see in many languages, as well as what's included. Various terms and conditions for software, which I don't care about the software because I don't plug this camera into my computer for the most part. Let's see what's inside. Okay, Ken Rockwell, kenrockwell.com. Let's see what we got. We've got, one of these great little towels. You know, use this as you want. This is what they probably call the camera wrapping cloth. Well, good luck on that. Fujifilm X, nice, but I don't need it. Paperwork, you know, I don't see a manual, but again, I borrowed this, so I'm not sure if there's a printed manual that comes with it or not. Let's see what we've got inside our box. We've got a camera. We'll save that for next. Let's see what we've got in our goodie basket here. How do we get that on camera? Here we go. Goodie basket. Okay. We've got a strap. I never use these. I use the Leica strap, to which I link in my reviews, and I don't have to futz with that. We've got a cord, which is a USB-C cable. We've got these crazy little lugs and these crazy little leather or faux leather camera protectors, and a strange little tool so we can use these rings. I never use these or the strap. I use a Leica strap. It goes on in about half a second, and that's all good. What else is in our box? This is probably the battery. Okay, here we go. It's been out before, and our battery is in Chinese and made in China. Lithium-ion battery, and it is an NPW126S, which Fuji uses in a lot of their cameras. Let's take a look at this camera. Again, whoever loaned this to me has it all wrapped up real nice. It doesn't come this way from the factory. It's probably a little nicer than it comes from in the factory, but who knows? Borrowers can't be choosers. What is this crummy little... What the... You know, I have never seen this camera before in my life, and I will get a kick out of that. So what do we have here? We have the film box end. This is cute. It's trying to look like the back of a Hasselblad and Remy or something. Okay, God bless him. Here's our little... Oh, gosh, I'm so used to the medium format cameras. It's fun to see a proper size mount for the APS-C sensor. Here's our adorable little sensor. What have we got here? This is nice. It's all metal. This is the controller for the optical and combined electronic viewfinder. Here we have the illuminator for low light autofocus, which I always deactivate. Here is a little front ring. It's hard. Feels like it's probably metal. It doesn't push in. What have we got? Shutter dial. Thank you, as it should be. After my experience with the GFX 100, having none of these dials drove me bananas. Here is our exposure compensation dial, right where it should be. There is no deeper detented zero, which has been a complaint of mine eternally about the Fuji cameras. Unlike the Contaxes that do it right, you can't tell where zero is by feel. That's too bad. C means you control it on the camera. Then it's like every other DSLR where you push a function button and futz around with it, but you don't need that. Power switch. This is beautiful. Here's a metal shuttered button, and it has a thread for legitimate cable release, proper cable release. Here is a door for, God bless them, 2 cards. Unlike the Nikon Z7 amateur camera that only has 1 card, this has 2 cards. So you can load up and shoot, not worry about losing stuff. A bunch of feeler-like buttons. These are so flush. These look beautiful, but guess what? Because they are flush, you can't feel them. You can barely feel them as you're moving around. That's bad. We've only got a nubbin, not a 4-way controller. That's fairly typical for Fuji lately. We've got a bunch of buttons. These can be felt. They don't stick out that much. This is a little bit of a longer reach for my thumb, but still good. Notice the trick here. There's only one button. It says delete drive. Who knows? Again, this is a virginal unboxing. I've never seen this camera before in my life. So what it's going to do, we'll have to wait for the review. Here's another door. Oh, it's not a door. Made me look. It's a crappy little piece of plastic, but it's sealed, unlike most of the doors are. And we have our USB-C and our mic and remote combination input. You know, that's kind of an innovative thing. It feels less crappy because it's got a hard plastic. No, I don't know what it is. Some sort of a hybrid plastic here. Again, we will find out. Here's the dioptimizer for the viewfinder. Here's a rear control dial, which actually this rear control dial feels better than most. You can push it in to click. This is a good feeling camera. I like this. Let's look at the bottom. Here we go. We've got a little door. This door feels like it might be a little bit metal. We'll get into that in detail in the review. There's the battery holder. It is, God bless them, made in Japan. Titanium. Ooh. Notice it has to tell us it's titanium. How cute is that? I'm going to take that for serial number. Where's the certification sticker? Do they hide it inside the... Gosh, this is fun. You know, I don't know how... I'm going to have a blast with this. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It looks like this screen doesn't work unless you pull it down. But anyway, I'm not reviewing it yet. I'm just opening up the box. This is the lens relays. God bless Fuji. We have a dedicated control for manual focus, continuous autofocus, and single autofocus where it focuses once and locks. And that's about it. That is the Fuji X-Pro3 official unboxing. Thanks for watching Ken Rockwell, kenrockwell.com, and kenrockwell.tv.